Hello Cheekadies! Welcome to today's diary entry. Today we're going to be talking about our top 5 brow products. And of course, be sure to check out Melissa's top 5 products. It will be linked down below. I'm doing this in collaboration with Mel's Makeup 88, aka Melissa. So be sure to check it out. I'll have it all linked down below with all the good stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. The very first product I want to talk to y'all about is the Urban Decay Brow Box Brown Sugar. This was my very first brow product I ever used on my brows, and it's powder. This is how I learned to do my brows. I'm a powder girl. I don't know why. I love the use of powder because it's so easy to fix. I think that's why I gravitate more towards powder. Doesn't mean that I don't like pencil or anything else. It just means that I really love the natural finish that the brow gives me. And this is how I learned. With this guy, this one has sentimental value too. I feel like there's so many products in my top 5 that have sentimental value, but this one was my very first high-end brow. This is how I learned. This is what I learned with to do my brows. As you can see, I hit pan on this color because I absolutely love it. So I've got the brown sugar, and I think this packaging is their old packaging, but I don't think they reformulated it. They just basically changed the packaging, but it's the same thing. It comes with a pair of tweezers right there, and then this tiny brush. Also, if you pop this thing out, it's got like the wax that you can use to do your brows as well. But I really like this this little brow box. I think it's so neat. It's tiny, and the color on the color of these two, I think, is perfection. Because you have your dark one that you can use on the tail, and the light one which you can use at the start of your brow. So I really like this. I use this one more, of course, because I like to fill in the start of my brow more, and then with the tail I like to take a light hand with the dark one. But I absolutely love this. Oh, you guys, what can I say? I love it. This next product, I have a confession before I show you. So when it comes to traveling, I don't like taking my high-end products with me. I don't know why. I'm so superstitious when it comes to my makeup that I do not like to take my high-end. Only if I absolutely have to. So I didn't want to take my Urban Decay brow box with me. So I decided to buy the NYX eyebrow cake powder. And this is what it looks like right here. And to my surprise, I loved it. I think they did such a fantastic job. It is such a great dupe for this Urban Decay one that I had previous to this one. But this is what the color looks like. And this is in the color brunette. And those are the 2 shades right there. As you can see, I hit pan on this guy because I really like it. And it also comes with the wax that you can use on your brows prior to filling them in. And it comes with a brush, which I thought it was no bueno, but it also brings you a tiny spoolie. How cool is that? I thought it was perfect, and that's definitely why I got it, because I thought to myself, it brings a spoolie, so that's an extra thing that I don't have to bring when I travel because it's already included. So that's why I got it before I traveled, and I couldn't believe how great this product is. The color range that they have is pretty awesome. You can find this at CVS, Ulta. I think I bought this at Target actually. So drugstore, and to my surprise, I am so glad that I got it because this is a fantastic product. Powder, and once again, I'm a powder girl, and what can I say? I love it. The next one I have right here is the Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills. The reason I love this guy is because I love to use it to sharpen that tail. When you want to make sure that tail is looking extra sharp and on point, I love to use this guy for that. Because you know, sometimes when you're using powder, it's hard to get that contour. It's hard to get that that tail to come out very sharp and straight because you can't really see it. It kind of fades away with powder. So what I do is I use powder for my brow, and then to make sure my tail is looking extra what we want to call it, extra sharp. Let's go with that. To make sure my tail is looking extra sharp, I like to go in with this guy with a brush and fill it in just to make sure it's definitely looking awesome. And I really like this formula. I use this when my makeup is definitely a little more heavy. I don't like to use it though, particularly on my whole brow, because I feel that it kind of makes my brows look a little too strong. So I definitely just stick to using this on my tail / the corner of my brow. Keeping it in the Anastasia Beverly Hills family, I want to talk to you about the Brow Wiz pencil. This thing is awesome. I couldn't believe how much all these girls here on YouTube love it. I just didn't understand why they were so impressed with this thing. I remember swatching it when I was at Ulta and being like, what? This is so tiny. How can this actually work? Because I was used to using a thicker version, and it was the IT Cosmetics one, which I don't have anything negative to say about it, but I liked how it was a lot easier just to get the job done. But then I discovered this guy, and I love it for when I'm using powder, because whenever you have stubborn areas that will not fill in, I can go in with this guy and fill them in. And because it's so tiny, it definitely gets into the small ridges in there in between your hairs without looking a little too cakey or too strong. You can definitely go in with a light hand because it's so tiny. The point, I don't know if you can see it right there. Let me pull it out a little more, maybe you can see it a little better. But I love it for that because it's so fine, and you can definitely get in there and fill it in. But I also love this spoolie that comes with it. I feel this spoolie is definitely worth, I think this is $22. It's definitely worth the $22. I'm not gonna lie to you, when I run out of this, I'm definitely keeping it just for the spoolie, because it is, I don't know exactly what it is about it, but she did such a fantastic job with it. I feel that the grooves are so much closer together than any of the other spoolies I've got. So it definitely makes sure to brush all the excess product that you have in your brow. So I really like this product. Next I have here is the L'Oreal Paris Brow Stylist Plumper. This guy is I'm gonna say it's almost neck and neck. A dupe for Benefit Gimme Brow. That brush, it's almost identical to it. I love to use this guy on days when I am in a hurry or I don't want to fill in my brows. I just use this because it gives it a little bit of color, so it fills in a bit. And I just love the simplicity of it, and I couldn't believe that it's a drugstore product. Look how much product it brings. It's so much compared to the Benefit Gimme Brow, which is a very tiny tube. I've never personally bought it because I just thought it was so expensive. So when L'Oreal came out with this guy, I was so excited to try it, and I really like it. As far as gel power though, it will not last all day. It will last you about solid 8 hours before you start noticing that your hair start, going everywhere. But that's quite all right. Honestly, I think this was less than $10. For less than $10, it's awesome. I really love L'Oreal. I've told you guys before, L'Oreal, Urban Decay, Lancome, Estee Lauder, they're all the same company. So in reality, this is a high-end that is sold as drugstore. So I really like this product. They did a fantastic job with their formula. I love what it does when I'm in a hurry. All I have to do is take this guy, and I'm done, and I'm out the door. Especially on days when I'm in a hurry, you wake up late. It happens. We're women. We decide to get our beauty sleep rather than waking up a little extra early to get ready to go to work. So what I do on days when I'm in a hurry is just I skip out on the powder or pencil or anything else, and I just fill them in with this. And it's that little extra something that you need, and it just makes you look like you're all put together. So I really like it. Okay, so those are all my top 5 brow products. Be sure to check out Melissa's top 5. Everything, once again, will be linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today's diary entry. I'll catch you on my next one, and until then, mwah.